So unit number again the same unit number first, computer graphics, and this is the lecture third. So far we have already discussed regarding the various applications of the computer graphics. Again we are going to emphasize over that because there are various applications of the computer graphics. Now the visual representation of data displays on a monitor made on a computer. Computer graphics can be a series of images. So computer graphics, this is nothing but a series of images, and then again we are going to combine and various images after concatenation or after combination form a single image. So that you can see this example that is called the morphing or the rendering, and this you can see in various advertisement of the in the television. Okay, so this is called the rendering effect, or this is also called the morphing. So in this case, just we are superimposing various images. Now the computer graphics very useful, as you already aware by this, because everywhere we are using the role of the computer graphics, or we can say the role of various software packages implemented with the help of the computer graphics. Now we are using in the game industry scientific modeling and design for catalogs and other commercial art. Now you can see this is one of the example. Again we are considering the example. So with the help of the various lines, or you can say various curves, you can form this picture of the plane. So we can design this model with the help of various number of lines. You can design with the help of number of lines or the curves. Okay, so this is called the model. Now computer graphics can be 2D or 3D. So first we will emphasize over what is the 2D graphics, and later on we can consider the 3D graphics. Then how we can implement the various pictures or various models using the 2D graphics or 3D graphics. So later on we can see that there is a big role of the matrix system. So you are already aware by the matrix you have already used in the mathematics. So we will involve the implementation of the various graphics packages with the help of the 2D or 3D matrix. How we can implement the object, how we will draw the object, and how we can show in 2D or 3D axis. So 2D computer graphics are usually split into two categories. First is called the vector graphics and another is called the raster graphics. So 3D graphics are graphics that look like objects because they are three-dimensional. In three-dimensional, you already know that we will get the perfect picture. In 2D, you cannot see the all sides of the object, or suppose if any object is rotating, then you cannot see from all sides. In case of the 3D graphics, you can enjoy from all sides. So this is the 3D, we can say X, Y, Z plane. So how we can draw the object using the X, Y, Z plane, how we can rotate our object around X axis or around Y axis or around Z axis. So there are various techniques how we can provide the motion to the object. That is, if the object is moving, then this is called the translation. So translation, it is nothing but the movement of the object from one place to another. Suppose we want to provide the movement to our object, then movement means it changes its place from one place to another. Okay, then how you are going to move to x-axis and how many units you are moving the object to the y-axis. If we are considering the 3D graphics, then the object can also move along the z-axis. So we can consider the movement of the object. Similarly, rotation of the object. Similarly, scaling of the object. We can apply any such type of movement around the x, y, z axis. So representative uses of the computer graphics. So user interfaces, we have already discussed regarding the graphical user interfaces, etc. In business and science and technology, histogram, bar and pie charts, etc. Office automation, again we are using the same. There is a big role of the computer graphics and electronic publishing, text tables, graphs, hypermedia system, etc. We have already discussed regarding the CAD, computer-aided design, structures of the building, automobile bodies, or the mechanical part. You can implement anything with the help of the CAD. It is a big software. Simulation and animation for scientific visualization and entertainment. So for simulation and animation, there are various software packages, so that with the help of the animation software we can see the games or the movies, or we can easily indicate the virtual reality effects using those particular software. Similarly, there are various again packages related to the art and the commerce and cartography. Cartography, it is nothing but how we are going to change the various maps, whether it is a map of our country or the maps of the world or of any other country. Then how we are going to implement the maps. So we use the cartography. Similarly, we can use the various softwares to design the map of the various countries, because it changes again and again. So with the help of the software packages, and the software package cannot design without the role of the computer graphics. So we can uh, use the cartography to change the world map or the map of any India, of our country. So advantages of the graphic, what are the different advantages? A better information recognition process. It is possible to offer a higher information density. So it provides a good information regarding the process. So this is the big advantage. Just you are watching the movies, or you are watching different cartoon types of movies, then you can judge yourself easily, and you can even you are watching different types of stories, so you have the sense. And with the help of the graphics, if there is a silent movies, then only with the senses you can know what is going on. So there is a big role of the graphics. It is possible to offer a higher information density. We can show object relationships. So anything we can do using the various software packages. So color can be used. We can use any color with the help of the computer graphics packages. Greater productivity, efficiency, use cost. So graphic display devices. So there are various display devices. We have already discussed many of those in the preceding lecture. So these devices are used to display graphical output on the screen to have a better visualization in real time. So for the better visualization, we use various types of the output devices. So we can, for that, various output devices means here we are talking about the different monitors or the screens. So these devices not only display the image but is also used to interact with the image by adding, deleting and modifying. So any can thing we can do. We can do any operation, whether there is a addition, deletion or modification, updation on the screen. Okay, with the help of the various graphical entities provided on the computer screen. Or if we are using any particular software, then with the help of the image or the icons provided on the top or on the right side of the graphical bar, then just by clicking we can take the help of those. So no need to remember any type of commands. So just by clicking you can do anything. So thus due to interaction, the graphic system are different from the passive graphic system as in case of the television. So now there are various classification of such type of output devices. We can say that here we are considering the CRT, cathode ray tube. These are the, we can say, monitors. So cathode ray tube based monitors, raster scan, random scan. There are two scanning are using solid state monitors. Currently we are using flat panel display, emissive display, plasma panel, thin film, LCD, non-emissive display. Currently you are using LED displays, light emitting diodes. So LEDs are using. So each and every have the advantages and disadvantages. But we first emphasize over the optimum advantages, which have the minimum disadvantages and maximum advantages. So currently we are using the TFT or the LED based monitors because the power consumption is very less in such type of monitors, LED based, and you can say that there is no so much complexity. Also density reduced, not so much bulky, because earlier we have already seen the CRT based monitors, they occupy more area and also the electrical consumption was more. So in case of the TFT, LCD and then LED, the electrical consumption is very less. So CRT, how does it compare to other monitors? Advantages: cheaper on the market now due to being established longer. So these are very cheaper. Disadvantages are more. Just if you will see advantages, it is all right. These are very cheaper. So that's why, obsolete from the market now. But disadvantages are lot of disadvantages. Produces X-rays, disposal is very difficult. Have to deal with the lead, illegal to just dump in trash, you know. So we cannot dispose easily such type of electronic items, and because this occupies lot of area, so it is very difficult to dispose of. And big, bulky, power hungry, 110 watts or more even compared to 30 watt LCD, and then LED less than that, accounts for 80% of the electricity used in typical home computer set. Now we are using more consumption, only in the monitors. Various we are using desktop and the laptops, and also in the charging of the various mobile devices. You can see, so there is a more consumption in the electronic items. So basic monitor interface, how we will interface such type of monitors. The basic interface between any monitor, the computer, whether CRT or LCD, is identical. It is just the structure of the display that differs. So it differs from structure to structure, CRT based, LCD based, TFT based, or now LED based. So it has a lot of advantages. Currently, we are using even LEDs, so it has more number of advantages. Now the transmission from PC to monitor, how we are going to the personal with the please mute your mic, mute your mic, please. That, माइक को म्यूट करो भाई, प्लीज म्यूट योर माइक. The display information is in analog form, so it is sent to the monitor through a VGA cable. So there is a VGA cable. So these are called the adapters. So with the help of VGA, you can connect this. So earlier we were using the VGA. There are many signals. All of these combined into a composite signal via VGA card. Now you can see the shape of the CRT. Earlier we were using this. This is a very heavy, bulky, and also the electrical consumption, was so much. Even though currently we are using such type of monitors, these are available in the government offices, and also in some computer institute that are very old one. So they are using, these are very cheap and cheap devices available, at they purchase even at no cost. But the electrical consumption is very much, and these are very heavy, bulky, and the circuitry, very complex. Now, what is the etymology? Cathode rays in a vacuum tube. Cathode rays are high energy electrons emitted from the heated cathode of vacuum tube. So here we can see the working of the CRT, how it works. There is a control grid and there is a heater. Heater heats this and there is a control grid. So this produces here the electrons, and these goes to the deflecting coil. There is a anode and cathode, and these goes to the deflecting coil, and then ultimately on the fluorescent screen it gives you the image. But it takes too much time to create or to develop the image. So how does it work? There is a electron gun. You can see aims electron at phosphor. There is the screen. There is a phosphor we use on the screen where they light up the image. So we can produce the light. A small heater heats the cathode, emits electron. Okay, and there is a black and white monitors. Earlier only have one electron gun. Color monitors have three. There are three colors RGB. Now there is a metal screen filled with holes sitting just behind the phosphor layer. Electron guns each send beam through hole to a single pixel. There is also aperture grill, looks kind of like a grill with lines jutting down the screen packed together in a screen. So again there is a shadow mask type. So what is the shadow mask? Packed together in clusters. So these are available in the form of the clusters. If you look closely, you can see little individual dots known as pixels. So in case of the shadow mask, we are using here number of pixels. Why this is called the so big and bulky? Standard cathode ray tube technology requires certain distance between beam and projection device and screen. So there must be some distance requirement. That's why the area covered by this is more. So that's why the screen which are CRT based have their bodies very heavy, and the area requirement is also more. So some various information, if you work at the back of a cathode ray computer monitor, you will be told with the more radiation than if you were working at the front of it. So there was also more radiation. Do not put a power magnet near a cathode ray tube, can cause magnetization of the shadow mask. So there are various disadvantages of the CRT also. Then after CRT, you can see here there is a colored cathode ray tube. Now the cathode CRT again changed with the CCRT, that is the colored cathode ray tube. Now you can see there are 3 electron guns, RGB, and then how we are going to select the shadow mask. There is a again system on the screen. You can see that there are 3 shadows are coming, red, green, blue. They are creating 3 colors and then magnified phosphor dot triangle. So here on the screen these colors form the image. So after CRT, again we were using CCRT. So a CRT monitor displays color pictures by using a combination of phosphors that emit different colors. Okay. And again, there are two basic techniques for producing color displays with a CRT. Beam penetration, one is called the, another is called the shadow mask method. So with the help of the beam penetration or the shadow mask, just we are going to produce the color displays. So these are the two techniques which we were using that time after the CRT. So high quality raster graphic system have 24 bits per pixel in the frame buffer, allowing 256 voltage settings for each electron gun. So the voltage is set to 256 voltage for each electron gun, and nearly it gives 17 million color for each pixel. Similarly, an RGB color system with 24 bits of storage per pixel is generally referred to as a full color system. Now you can see each pixel gives you nearly 17 million colors. Now you can calculate. So again, this is the method of beam penetration method is called the, this is the beam penetration method. How we are going to produce the image with the help of the beam penetration. So there are horizontal deflection plate. Again, there is a heater and then base. So with the help of the cathode and there is a grid, also focusing anode, accelerating anode, and there are electron guns here. With the help of those guns, just it is going to the vertical plates. Here you can see, and then there is a beam here, and then fluorescent screen. So inner layer of this, inner layer is green. We are using here phosphor again, and outer layer, red layer. So its outer layer is red and inner layer is green. So outer layer, after this layer there is the outer layer. So there are, we are using the phosphor material again here. So how we can produce the image with the help of the beam penetration. So this CRT is similar to the simple CRT, but it makes use of multicolored phosphor. So here we are using the multicolored phosphorus of number of layers. So here we are using more number of layers. Each phosphorus layer is responsible for one color. Okay. All other arrangements are similar to simple CRT. It can produce maximum of 4 to 5 colors. So this technique is used with the random scan monitors. It is low cost. It can display only 4 colors. Quality of picture is not good. So this is replaced by the shadow mask technique. So again, we used shadow mask technique. So there are 3 guns, and here we are using the shadow mask technique, and in shadow mask technique we are getting 3 dots, that is with the help of the phosphor. So sometimes these are also called the phosphor dots, blue, green and red. So we are using here the technique of the shadow mask. So the shadow mask CRT, instead of using one electron gun, use 3 different guns, placed one by one, side by side we are using, and it forms a triangle that is called the delta as shown in the figure. So this forms the triangle. So each pixel point on the screen is also made of 3 types of phosphorus. So each pixel contains 3 grains. So 3 grains means 3 colors we are using, and 3 colors form 1 pixel, yani ki each pixel. The above displays are called refresh line drawing. So it takes the time and it refresh your image again and again, typically in about 100 milliseconds. So the above displays are called the refresh line drawing displays because it refreshes the image. They are costly on one hand and also tend to flicker when complex pictures are displayed. When there is a complex picture, then it start to flicker because refreshing is complex here. Again, the future of CRT, because CRT now you can say no real advantages over LCD monitor, they will become obsolete soon. Okay, even though currently we are using, but now everything is taken over by the LCD monitor and LED monitor. Even though at the early stage the price was so much, but it is decreasing nowadays again and again. Okay, so I will provide you at the end. There are various questions, and I will also give you various multiple choice questions. Okay, any query now you can ask here. If you want to ask anything regarding the subject, you can ask.